Hey, good morning everyone. I hope you all are doing well. This is Poonam Avasthi, your SST teacher. Today, beta, as per your doubt in the comment box, we are going to study British administration from lesson number 2, the expansion of British Empire. Okay, and yes, I am expecting your holiday homework very soon. So those who are having any kind of doubt in holiday homework as well as in the project, keep on writing me in the comment box so that we can complete this work in time. Okay, and beta, we are planning to conduct test in July, as you already know. For that test, lesson number 1 and 2 of history is your syllabus for that particular test. Okay, so side by side, keep on preparing for that also. So there are two things. One is test, lesson number 1 and 2, and the other thing which you are right now you are doing, many of you have already done but not submitted. So please do it as soon as possible and try to submit it at the school reception. Fine. So there are two things you need to take care. And today we are going to study your doubt in the comment box, that is the British administration from lesson number 2, the expansion of British Empire. This is it. So here we go. Today's topic is structure of administration. So beta, the British administration was based on 4 pillars: the civil services, the army, the police and judiciary. So once the British started annexing territories in India, they realized that they would have to enforce a proper system of administration to control these conquered places. And as well as they would be needing surveys also. So the British conducted many surveys for better kind of administration. They conducted census operations also to get population data. So what is census? It is a procedure of systematically acquiring and recording information about the population. This is also done so that the clear information about the population should be in the hands of the Britishers to get the proper administration done in the places. To do that, they started forming these agencies, these pillars: the civil services, the army, the police and the judiciary. Why they started all this? To increase their profit from trade, to increase the profitability of the territories also, and to strengthen their hold over India. Okay? And to conduct this, the territories which were captured by them were divided into different presidencies, and each presidency was administered by a governor. Okay, so one by one we are going to study all these 4 pillars. Number 1 is the civil services. So civil services in India was started by Lord Cornwallis, and he introduced strict regulations also for the officials, raised their salaries, and many bright young men were attracted to it. And to train them, Lord Wellesley set up the Fort William College at the Calcutta in 1801. So slowly and gradually, it was very difficult for Indians to get selected in these jobs. Why? What were the reasons? Because the examination was held in London and many of Indians could not afford the cost. The medium of expression was English, which was a foreign language, because of this also. And the age, the maximum age for competing this examination was very low. Because of these reasons, it was very difficult for Indians to get selected in these examinations. Now the next is army. British needed a large army. Why? To conquer more territories and to protect British territories from their rivals, to protect the trading interest also of the company, and to suppress very important internal revolts in India against the Britishers. So because of all these reasons, they were in the need of a large army. British army was well trained and disciplined force. The soldiers were armed with muskets. They were paid regular salaries also. But Indians were excluded from higher post. Here also problem came. Like in civil services there were different problems. Here also in army recruitment there was a problem that Indians were always excluded from higher posts. Now the next is police. So British needed an efficient police force also to ensure law and order, to maintain peace in the conquered places. So Lord Cornwallis created a permanent police force in India. Each district had many thanas, each under the rogas. Towns and villages had kotwals and chowkidars accordingly. And later on, the post of district superintendent of police was also created, who used to look after the entire district. The police was an effective force under the British. They succeeded in reducing major crimes like thuggy. The police, however, could never become popular with the people. Okay, here also the same thing came. Indians were excluded from higher post. Okay, so we have studied civil services, army and police. Now judiciary. So if we go in British judiciary system, which was started before the coming of British, the Indians followed laws based on local customs and traditions. For some times, British did not interfere into these systems. They decided that British laws would apply only to the Europeans. But these existence of two sets of laws created confusion, and finally Warren Hastings and Lord Cornwallis gave a proper shape to the judicial setup. So what they did, they set up civil courts as well as criminal courts at the district level. And in 1833, a law commission was appointed to codify Indian laws. It means all these laws were written under this Indian Penal Code IPC and established the principle of rule of law. I hope rule of law is clear to all of you. It means that everyone is equal before the law. Okay, one law for all. But this also was never practiced. The Europeans and Indians continued to be tried into separate courts. It means that there were separate courts for both Indians and Europeans. Clear? So this is all about the British administration. Which was your doubt? I hope now all of these four pillars are clear to you. So if any of the question comes into your brain when you study it again, you are very free to write to me in the comment box. This is it for today in the concept.